Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making hair gel. Okay, you know hair gels are very good. They enhance the beauty of a woman. They are used by most salons. They are used by people for personal use. It makes it easy to style hair, both permed and natural hair. Okay, so today we'll be making to make this hair gel. These are some of the things I'll be. So now let's proceed in making our hair gel. Now, one of the things I'll be using is my scale, as usual. In everything we do, especially if we are making homemade products, we need to use our scale so that we get our quantity right. And this is my glassware. I'll zero out my scale. I'll be measuring 420 mils. I'll be measuring 420 mils of water. The best water to use is distilled water. Make sure you use distilled water for this formulation. Okay, so our 420 mils of water. Next, we'll be adding our next ingredient. Our next ingredient is our nitrosol, and we'll be putting in only 7 grams of nitrosol. When you put in your nitrosol, you mix it and make sure it's completely dissolved before we put in the next ingredient. Our next ingredient is our alcohol, and we've just added 14 grams of our alcohol. Okay, we add 14 grams of our alcohol. We mix again before we add the next ingredient. Whenever you add anything, mix before you add another one. Okay, so we are mixing it thoroughly to be sure it's completely mixed before we put in our next ingredient. We will now add our preservative. I'm using Gamma Plus. You can decide to use any other one of your choice. Some people use methyl paraben, some people use sodium benzoate, but I prefer to use Gamma Plus because it's more safer, it's paraben free. So I'll be putting in my preservative, and I'll be using 5 ml of my preservative. I'm using 5 ml because it makes up 1% of my recipe. My recipe is about 500 ml total. So 1% of 500 ml is 5 ml. So I'm mixing it in again before I now put in my next ingredient. My next ingredient will be my gelling agent. And my gelling agent is my TEA. I'll write out the full meaning of TEA for you on the screen. So I'll be putting in my TEA, and I'll also be using 5 grams of my TEA. That's approximately about 1% of my total recipe. So I'm putting in my 1% now. I'm zeroing out my scale. I'll put in my 1%. When I put in my 5 grams, you mix. As you can see, instantly there's a change. My liquid has become considerably thicker. So I'm going to mix in properly now. Mix before I put in my next ingredient. So now the next ingredient I'll be adding is my perfume. Just put in a bit of my perfume. Stir it in. After that, I'll now put in my color. I'm using a little drop of blue, just a small dash of blue. Put in your blue color and mix. You will not want to put in too much oils in this because you want it to have an extra hold. If you put in too much oils, it will affect the thickening, the holding properties of your hair gel. Okay, so now we are ready to package.